Hi, everyone. I'm your mistress of manifestations, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Cheers. This is going to be a reading for the zodiac, and I'm losing my voice, of Libra. So, this is a general reading, my darlings. Not all the messages here are going to resonate with you, but if it does, just claim it 100%. Now, I want you to find out where your other sign placements are. I am assuming this is your sun sign, Libras. Where is your moon? Where is your Venus? Your Mars? Your North Node? Find out where these placements are on Google Free Birth Chart Calculator. Go to my channel and take a look at all those readings. And I promise you, Libras, there will be additional messages there for you because you are a sum total of 12 houses, okay, in astrology. And I always combine astrology and tarot together because it always works beautifully. So let's start with some cards that I have for you with simple messages. This could be a mini message for someone, love matters. Are some of you asking about a love matter? I'll give you two messages here. You could either be asking me about a love matter or love matters. Yeah, I agree with you, Libras. It does. Now, make a decision. Are some of you stuck in that Pisces, hanged man position, procrastinating about a decision that you're supposed to make? Make a decision, Libras. Wow. Face your inner truths. When I see this card, face your inner truths, it's very much like the Virgo card. Let's see if the Virgo card shows up, the Hermit shows up in your reading. It's about going within and taking a look at things that you've hidden from yourself because perhaps they're dark or perhaps, you don't want to face them. What are your inner truths, Libras? And be gentle with yourself. Don't badger yourself. Perhaps some of you are feeling extremely vulnerable at this time, or you're hoping to get vulnerability from somebody else. It could work both ways, Libras. So let me put these cards here. Be gentle with yourself. Clear out the old. I think some of you I'm getting a message that some of you Libras are stuck between making a decision between people. Look at the big picture, my darlings. And set your goals high because let your endeavor be clear. You know what I mean by this? I feel some of you are confusing the universe. And when you are not clear about your intentions, because, make a decision. It's about love, I think. It is about love matters. Be gentle with yourself. Be vulnerable. Go and take a look at those inner truths that you've been hiding. Clear out the old, my darling. And set your path. Make your path, because I think some of you are not being clear with the universe as to what you want, and you're confusing the universe, and she's sending you what you're asking for. But some of you are like, hey, it's not what I ordered. Are you ordering the right thing, Libras? And order is so much about law, law and order. And in this card, if you notice, there's somebody here wearing that blindfold, like Lady Justice. This is very much like your card, Libras. Some of you need to remove that blindfold and look at something. Face those inner truths. Now, I'm going to be taking my Arcanum Tarot deck to start with, and I'm going to be using other decks to clarify the messages as and when I need to. I want to remind you, one card just wanted to fall out. I'll keep it. 2, apply this reading to you or to the person or situation you're thinking about when you are watching this reading. You ready, Libras? My Libras, okay. My Libras. Right, here we go. My Libras. Okay. My Libra. Okay. Yeah, it is about choices, my darling. We have two beautiful feminine figures, and the first card that fell here was An equal give and take. This is so you, my darlings. Okay. Let me tell you what cards we have here. And we do have the hanging man. I know some of you are stuck between making a decision between two things or two people, Libras, because this is a card of supreme procrastination. That is a lower vibration of this card. Of course, the higher vibration of this card is looking at things, the big picture and making a decision. Make a decision, though, Libras. Some of y'all are stuck in between two worlds, as in, two things, two people, decisions. You have so many major arcana. Let me show you your major arcanas first to start with. And then I'm going to start by telling you who the characters are. Put yourselves in your roles, all right? Oh boy. Okay, so you have 1, 2, 3, 7 major arcanas. Let me look at the last one in case I missed it. 7. You have the Empress. You have the Hanging Man, procrastination. You have the Devil. You have the Wheel of Fortune, my friends. The Sun. You have Judgment, and you have the Death card. Now, when Judgment and the Death card comes out, this is very, very Scorpionic. We're dealing with a Scorpio. The Sun is a Leo. The Wheel is Jupiter, Capricorn, Pisces, Taurus. Now, these are your major arcanas. Let me put them down. And let me start by telling you who the characters are in this reading so far. Now, we have 2 women. Let me start with this. One is an Empress. One is a Queen of Cups. Who is the Empress? The Empress is Venus in Taurus. The Empress is supreme manifestation. The Empress is everything beautiful, elegant, gorgeous, and more. This is somebody who's patient, who's motherly. Is somebody pregnant here? Because they say the Empress is 3 months pregnant, which means, she has to have so much of patience because she is going to give birth to life. She has the ability to create literally a new human being. That's her power of manifestation, that Midas touch. This is all about growth, expansion. This is a Venus incarnate. She's beautiful, she's sensual, she's motherly. She incorporates all the queens. She is the embodiment of, what can I say, that woman, sensuous, beautiful, kind, caring, somebody who's driven. She's everything. There is one woman here in this energy. And then we have a Queen of Cups. This could be a water sign. This could be a Scorpio, a Pisces, or a Cancer. This is again a motherly figure. I don't know if I'm talking to 2 women here who are moms, or are you dealing with 2 women who are moms? Because even this is a very, very motherly figure. This is somebody who gives from the heart. This is all about empathy, understanding, emotional wisdom. This could be somebody who's extremely intuitive. Okay, her third eye is open. This is the minor arcana of the High Priestess. So this is somebody who has got spiritual knowledge, who could be a tarot card reader, somebody who deals with esoteric sciences, somebody who's all heart. There are 2 women here, and there is an age difference. One person is older, one person is younger. I don't know if I'm talking to somebody who embodies both these, or if I'm talking to 2 women. Now, the hero of this situation is a Knight of Cups. Now, the Knight of Cups is somebody who's younger to the Queen and to the Empress. This is a younger energy. Now, this is a Scorpio. You have a lot of Scorpio in your reading. Perhaps you need to go and check the Scorpio readings on my channel, Libra, please. Okay. So now the Knight of Cups, okay, is somebody who is very slow. I think I am talking to someone here who's obsessed with someone, because this energy of Scorpio, somebody who's obsessed with love. But as you can see, they have that huge cup of love in their hand, but they're almost stopped in their tracks because there's someone who either has been hurt by love or somebody who has had bad experiences, in their past love. So they're going very slow. They're in no hurry. But when they come in, that cup of love that they have, it runs deep. They have deep emotions, but they're not sure whether they should move forward. They're very careful with their heart. But do they have emotions? Hell yeah. Am I talking to somebody who is trying to make a decision between two people? And there is an age difference. I think there's somebody here who's pregnant, okay? And there is someone here trying to make a decision between two women. I don't know if this pregnancy, it means perhaps you're married, and there is an age difference here in the couple. And they are obsessed with somebody else. Am I talking to someone who who is married? They have a wife who is pregnant, but I don't know what, but they're obsessed with somebody else because I have a four of wands here. Four of wands. Now, when the four of wands comes out, this is about marriage. It's about setting firm foundations on the ground. So there is somebody here who is in a marriage. And then when the devil card comes out, this is a card of Capricorn, but this is also a card of karma. You know, when we have the devil energy, it is all about time. And when it's about time, it's Saturnian. And then it is about Chronos. It's about signing documents. And then you have Four of Wands, which is perhaps there is somebody here who's married. Perhaps they have somebody pregnant, but they're obsessed with somebody else. Really? Libra, can you comment below and let me know? And the devil energy is something about is about restrictions, repetition, going around that same freaking, what can I say, mountain with somebody day in and day out. And Saturn is all about making you go round and round, rings of Saturn. When we get married in India, we have to walk around the fire 7 times. It's like he binds you. He puts you in those restrictions. As you can see, there are two people who are here tied up. They're restricted today because they've invited Saturn into a relationship, and then it's going to be a lesson or a blessing, one of the two. But this is about repeating lessons. This is about obsessions, overindulgence, toxic behaviors, karmic relationships, hard to break, unhealthy cycles, a toxic connection, karma. See, it becomes filled with fears and restrictions, blockages, obstacle after obstacle, because at the Ten of Wands here, this relationship, this Four of Wands relationship, which is a marriage, happy events in a home, all this has happened. I don't know if the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups are a couple. There is an age difference here, but this knight is obsessed with an older woman who they've got pregnant. I am just going to put this message out there as it is coming to me. And, this is something forbidden. Because when the devil comes in, it becomes something which is forbidden, which is taboo, which you're not supposed to do, which is toxic. Has somebody put someone in a third party situation and they have got that other woman, the mistress, pregnant? Now, on the other hand, I also told you that the Queen of Cups is a minor arcana of the High Priestess, and the High Priestess is, of course, a very deep spiritual relationship, but it is also the card of the mistress. I don't know who is the mistress here, but there is somebody here who's pregnant. And there is somebody who's obsessed with someone outside a so-called, relationship. And they're doing something which is taboo, because that Capricorn card is so strong in this reading, and it is about obsessive behaviors. Some relationship has felt very heavy for someone. They've kept their choices open. They have kept their choices open. When this card comes out, Seven of Cups, it is somebody who's not, they may be committed, but they're not. They're looking at so many options. They feel like, they're married but single. I know it sounds weird, but there are some people like that who believe that, so what if they're married? They can still date online. That doesn't they come up with their explanations. Somebody here has to make a decision. Someone here has to make a decision. And I know that there is somebody here who's stuck in a marriage. And there is somebody who's stepping out of a marriage and they have got somebody pregnant. They've kept their options open all this while, despite they were married. A relationship has felt like a 10 of wands for someone. They've felt like a beggar in it. The five of pentacles, the fives are a number of imbalance. Has there been an imbalance? And Libras, you are all about a balance. If you find yourself in a situation that is imbalanced, you are extremely uncomfortable because your archetype is finding balance in life, being just and fair. Somebody has not done that to you. They made you feel like an outsider. They've perhaps ghosted you or blocked you. I'll give you another message. Have you been in a relationship with someone who's married? Libras? And you found out that their wife is pregnant and they've now blocked you and now you feel like an outsider. I'm just putting this out there and it's very heavy for you. Look, I don't know, but I'm feeling that there's somebody here who has been in a marriage and kept their options open. They've been dating other people. And there's someone who's pregnant here. I don't know if it is a wife or it is a mistress. Somebody is pregnant here. And this is a very toxic connection because when you are dealing with your own so-called partner and then you're stepping out and dealing with somebody else and breaking their heart too, nobody wins. And I'm feeling a very heavy feeling that some of you are like, you guys are like in shock over this. Like, why me? I'm getting this constantly. Why me? Why me? And then I have this card here. Six of Pentacles. I think this relationship, you thought there would be an equal give and take. There's an imbalance here, Libras, and somebody has been just giving. I'll give you two messages of this card. One message is somebody here has just been giving and giving, and I'm not just talking about money. I'm talking about your emotions. I'm talking about your love. I'm talking about your time, your patience. And somebody has just been taking, look at all the hands which are taking from this individual. Somebody has been giving and giving to a point of exhaustion. Exhaustion. And they feel tired because they feel like an outcast. Did you find out that somebody kept their options open despite they were with you in a relationship? And is there somebody else who's pregnant on the side? I feel this, yeah, Libras, and it's been very heavy for you. I'll give you the other message of this card. If you are married, because the Four of Wands is a card of, marriage and events, happy events in a home, laying down foundations. The first foundation we lay down with our partners is, perhaps building our home, like birds build a nest when they decide to mate. Somebody could be going towards legalities too here, bringing a huge karmic cycle to an end. This could be that too. And the court system is going to give an, equal distribution of whatever your assets are. And we also have the judgment card here. So, I'm just thinking if somebody is going towards legalities, I'm going to have the Three of Cups. Now, when I see the Three of Cups and I see the Seven of Cups, somebody has been putting someone in a third party situation. Two is company, yeah, three is a crowd. Someone has kept their options open. I think somebody has been doing this repetitively. This card of the devil is about repetitively doing something wrong. And it's wrong. You know it because it's not supposed to be done. It's taboo or it's forbidden. Why are you doing it? There's someone who's doing something on and on again and putting people in third party situations because they've kept their options open. Like I said, they're married and dating. Who is this person? Comment below. Let me know what you're going through, please. This relationship was someone's Nine of Cups. This was someone's wish fulfillment. They thought if they had this, everything would be perfect, and each of these cups would be filled with what? Joy, peace, growth, money. This would be an overflowing of emotions. Your cups would just be brimming with all the goodness that this world can offer. This was somebody's Nine of Cups. Now, when I see this Page of Wands, I see the Hanged Man here. Somebody is stuck between making a decision. Hence, the first card, if you remember, was make a decision, clear out the old, the big picture, the big picture. Face those inner truths. Be gentle with yourself. You are vulnerable at this time, Libras. Make a decision. Clear out the old. There's somebody here who's stuck. Now, the Pisces card, this is a card of Pisces. You could be dealing with a Pisces, though I feel the Scorpio energy is very strong in your reading. Do go and take a look at my Scorpio reading, Libras. Now, the Pisces card is the 12th house. The 12th house is about hidden things, hidden secret affairs. Yeah, it could be divine love too. I think there is somebody here who has been stuck in a cycle of dealing with people on the side and having hidden, secretive affairs, things that you're not supposed to do over and over again. And the second message from this card is whoever has found out has put themselves in this. You could be just thinking about what you're going to do next. You're trying to look at this from all the angles. You're trying to find a fresh perspective. And you are going to make a decision. But it's time to make that decision because I think you've kept yourself in this suspended, animation. But Spirit is requesting you to make a decision. I'm telling you this, Libras. And then I have the Page of Wands. Now you could have a child. When I see the Empress, I think I am talking to somebody who has a child or who's pregnant here. This is the minor arcana of the Fool. This is divine timing. This is a child who's very enthusiastic, very fiery. Somebody young, sweet, but very feisty, with huge amounts of energy. Somebody who's that type of fiery energy, that kind of a child. Or this is about gossip. And then I see the Three of Cups here. There is some third-party energy going on in this reading. I am talking to somebody who's putting somebody in third-party energies all the time. Now you can reverse the roles too. You could be the person who's being put in those third-party energies as well. Be you, Libra. But this is the story. And someone here is pregnant or they already have a child with someone, but there is an obsession, an unhealthy obsession with somebody else. And this third party is very strong here. And the Page is about risk taking. Why? Because it's a minor arcana of the Fool. This card of Pisces, you have put yourself in suspended animation. You're going to take a risk. You are going to take a risk. You are going to take a risk. Because I think somebody here is tired of being put in this situation over and over again. Perhaps you've forgiven this person a few times. I don't know. I'm just putting this out there. This is a trigger for courage. Some of you have held yourselves back from making a decision for a long time. And when the devil comes out and the Saturnian card comes out, it cycles. You've gone through toxic cycles with someone dealing with the same problem. I don't know if it's 7 years. The Seven of Cups for me, I'm getting another message. Every year they've dealt with somebody on the side. Once it was a woman. I'm not saying it was a dragon once, but it's different people. And you've forgiven them. You're tired. You need to find a new answer to this old problem. I'm talking to somebody in an energy of tiredness who can't take this anymore. And this, maybe you heard something via gossip. Divine timing is at play in your life. There's some news coming in, which is going to give you that trigger, which is going to be that trigger, which is going to make you move, to make a decision. Because what you thought was your Nine of Cups ended up being your Ten of Wands, yeah? Extremely heavy. You're not able to carry this. You're going to drop it any minute. And it turns into this where you have to beg for everything and you're tired. There's somebody who's very tired, very, very tired. And you're also tired of giving, Libras. Can't shake this off. You've been giving selflessly from your heart to this person, to this relationship. Whether it's your time, your love, everything. You are in this energy. You've almost turned your back, You put one wand on the ground. I get that. That could be your home, this relationship that you built. But you're definitely not sure of where you want to put your passion now because you found out something. And I think it's about a third party, it's about a third person. Either you found out they've got somebody pregnant or they've kept their options open all this while they were with you in a relationship. Any of the above, you are seriously thinking about what to do next. You are making a decision. For me, this is always a portal, like 11, where the door is open and you're going to walk through this. You are going to get off this hangman position that you're in, where you're thinking what you should do. You're trying to look at a situation from all the sides, come up with a solution because you're just as loving. You're going to make that decision and you're going to walk through this portal. You are going to move. It's almost like somebody's kept you waiting. Somebody who's waiting, yeah. Who's waiting, yeah. Has somebody kept you waiting a lot? Do you always feel like you have to wait for them to do stuff for you? Because this is also just like that. Begging for attention, for time. And again, decision-making time. You've turned your back on something, I feel. You're making a choice. You're deciding where to put your focus now, what to pursue. You have a lot of passion in you, Libras. You're tired of investing it in somebody who's giving you nothing back. This is decision-making time, strategizing, deciding where to put your passion in next, because you have been in a relationship. Let me not forget these major arcanas. You have been in a relationship where you have only been giving and somebody has been taking. I hope you have not been giving them money too. Just putting this out there. Has somebody been taking money from you? When the devil comes out, whatever this relationship is based on, it is very toxic. It could be money, children, or sex. There is nothing else. Because these are the things that bind you, mostly money and children. Money. It's a huge toxic bind, when you get used to being given gifts and stuff and somebody takes and takes and takes. And I don't know what they tempt you with because the devil is also temptation. Comment below and let me know. Archangel Michael is coming here. He's blowing this horn. It's like waking you up, Libra, and telling you that you need to see something for what it is. This for me is a card where red flags have been ignored for a long time. There have been mini signs, mega signs, red flags, blue flags, green flags. You've ignored them. You've gone on your merry way with this person. This is Scorpio and Pluto. This is an awakening. This is an ending. It's a critical moment. I wonder if something done in the past is coming to light. I'm just going to put this out there too. Things are coming out like Something is coming out in the open. I feel this. And this time, Spirit will make that decision. They will correct, they will make this balance, this imbalance of you just giving and giving and giving. They will correct this balance. They will remind you that you have the weighing scales in one hand and you need to weigh what you're giving out. Don't just keep giving because people will keep taking from you. Spirit is coming to show you that divine timing is at play in your life. You've been disappointed and extremely unhappy with the way a situation has gone. Archangel Michael is going to help you, give you the judgment. And for those who haven't been doing the right thing, God help them. I don't think he's going to help them either. Because if somebody has been doing you wrong, when you've been doing them right, it's judgment time. And this time, Spirit will make the decision. I'm getting a very strong feeling that what was hidden is going to come to light, and perhaps that's going to shock you. You didn't know all this was there, and it's going to bring about a death. And I think this is not just a death of a relationship, but a way of being for you. This is again Scorpio, because when this card comes out, it is about death and transformation. You are transforming something. Are you a person who just gives and gives and gives? And you're dealing with somebody who's two-timing you, three times. I think that they are just playing the field. Libras, you're dealing with somebody who is pretending to be in a relationship, but they've kept all their options open. And there's somebody here who's pregnant, or they're dealing with somebody, I don't know if it's their ex. There is somebody here who is pregnant. Now you're changing the way you behave. The death card is a card of changing yourself and transforming yourself. You're changing the way you are. You're releasing. You're transforming. This is also a very deep sexual connection because Scorpio is the 8th house. It deals with other people's money. It also deals with a very deep sexual connection. And then, of course, we have the devil here. Someone here who's obsessed with someone. Is it somebody from your past that you're obsessing over, Libras? I feel this. And there is a decision that you have to make between two people. There is. Whatever judgment is coming in from Archangel Michael is going to get this. Jupiter with a wheel of fortune. When this card comes in, it's like that wheel turns in your favor, but you need to make a decision. Please do not procrastinate anymore. You are dealing with a player. You are dealing with somebody who's kept their options open and they're treating you like one of them. And there are a lot of toxic ties here, whether it's sex, it's money. I don't know. I don't know. The wheel of fortune is here, and I love this card. This is divine timing. Unexpected messages coming in. The wheel is turning in your favor, Libras. Karmic justice is being rendered. This is also a roller coaster ride here, round and round. This is again very Saturnian. You've been round and round with someone. You're getting unstuck from this toxic karmic bond. This is freedom, justice, truth, expansion, growth, a huge energetic shift, positive one. Destiny, fated luck, second chances. I think whatever decision you're making, you are shifting your energy from where you felt stuck in a karmic cycle with someone. And I think that is a toxic sex-based, money-based cycle. The minute you have found out what is good, because there's some information coming to light. I'm going to take another deck to see. You bring in the sun. This is a Leo card. This is all about the heart. It's all about the heart. You bring in the sun. This is happiness, positivity, joy, abundance. What else can you think of? You bring it. You just bring it into your life. Now, there's someone here who's been hurt in love very badly. They are very cautious about who they give their heart to. But they're dealing with somebody who is very toxic, who is vibrating from their lower chakras, sex and money. Somebody who's using you for money or for sex, I don't know. And you want to build with them, but they are still dealing with someone else, or they have kept their options open. Do you know that, Libras? If I'm not mistaken, I've given you this message before. They are still dealing with somebody else. Libras, check my previous readings. I'm sure I've given you this message before. I'm 100% sure. Libras, okay. Libras, please. Ooh. One moment, Libras. Yeah, Libras, look, karmic. So let me just tell you the cards that I got here, okay? So there is, okay, this is, oh boy. Libras, there are children involved here. Libras, do you know that the person you're dealing with, they have a family? You're dealing with somebody who has a family. Do you know that, I think I'm going to give you that same message, Libras. I need you to help me shift this energy, okay? You're dealing with somebody who has been in a marriage and they have children. They are still dealing with that ex. Now, that could be that Empress, the older person. They're dealing with their ex still. Now, this was an unconditional love for, I know you think this is your soulmate. I know you think this is your soulmate. I understand, Libras, because this there is some kind of a what can I say? This is your wish fulfillment, This relationship, your Nine of Cups. I know, Libras, but they are still dealing with somebody else. Now, I want you to know something. This plugged in, tuned in, connected. They are still talking online. I don't know if they're sleeping with somebody. I'm not getting any cards of that, but they are still dealing with somebody. I think it's their ex. Because I feel I'm talking to somebody who is in a relationship, but they're still dealing with someone else from their past that they're obsessed with. They are still obsessed with their ex. Please understand, they could be talking to them online, or they could be literally meeting them and they're putting you in a third party. And this could be a karmic lesson, which is so Saturnian. We had the devil card. Please understand this, Libras. And you've been negotiating and bargaining. Why? Are you doing this, or you think the ex is doing this? There's somebody here who's negotiating, bargaining. It's a very toxic, fear-based, money-based relationship that are they threatening them that they won't make them see the children? There's something going on here. Negotiating, bargaining, putting this out there. Somebody has a huge temper problem too. Perhaps it's them, because every time you ask them for an answer, there is no answer. I'll give you another message here. I'll tell you what it is. You've been seeing signs and synchronicities. I know this. And you've been ignoring them. Mini signs, mega signs, red flags, blue flags. You've been seeing everything. You've been ignoring it. I don't know what you found, whether in a journal, via messages or texts or emails, you found something. Perhaps you got freaking nuts because you found out that they went on an escapade with someone. I feel this. Perhaps it was you who got angry, Libras, when you found out that they're still going on vacations or trips or hooking up with their ex. Pisces card. You've put silence. You do not want to deal with this anymore. And I think it's great because, dealing with somebody who is still having their options open when they have technically moved away from somebody, and they're technically dating you is not fair on you. They're putting you in a third party again. Putting silence between them. Non-action. This is the Pisces card, the hanging man. I don't know who this is, Libras. Somebody from your past is going to pop up. And I think that I'm just going to put this for you, put this out there for you. You know, the first card I started out with, which was your, this is coming for you. This is coming for you. But I need you to believe in this, because you need to remove this negative person from your life, because they're really thwarting your growth and they're holding you back from receiving your abundance. Please understand, this is a karmic, toxic person who is just interested in putting you in third parties because they're still dealing with their ex. Perhaps they have these ties because of the children, and you know that person is putting pressure on them. I don't know, but they are dealing with them, and I think it's more than just talking. I feel this. You've been running and racing and avoiding. You've been seeing the signs, yeah, but you've been avoiding them. The universe has been showing you. You've been seeing little signs and you've been running and avoiding. And they do this to you too. When you bring up the topic of why they need to meet, they run and avoid you too. They don't want to give you a clear answer. Bothers you. You feel sad and crushed. You know, I think I'm talking to somebody who started dating someone who was divorced. There was clarity on that. You went ahead and invested your heart. Okay. Perhaps you were someone who was hurt before and you were slow about it, but they really, you know, kind of drove you wild. And they came at you with so much love too. And they were single, you know, technically. But then you realize that they're still dealing with that ex, and that person is somebody who is a big presence in their life. It's like that devil, that obstacle. And they're dealing with them. This escapade and, you know, this vacations, hideaway adventure, you found out proof about that. And this was your wish fulfillment. But I'm here to tell you, Libras, you were going towards your wish fulfillment, my darlings. This was just a lesson. A lesson. Don't stay in that hanged man position for too long, please. Let's take some Kippers on this. Hi, Kipper. Can you give me some additional messages for my Libras, please? Hi. Kipper. All right, let's see what we have here. Guys, you cannot make this up. You want to see? There is a main person. I'm assuming this is you. There is an older woman and there is a younger woman. You know, this card, the Seven of Cups, is they have kept, they're dealing with God knows whom now. Now, in the last reading, I said they were dealing with their ex and you, but I feel now they've added to their repertoire of crap. They've added more people. They're dealing with three people, you and two more. One is their ex. One is another young woman. I don't know who this is. And you are the main person, I'm assuming. They've kept their options open. Please take note, Libras, if you have a question, asking, are they seeing more people than me? Hell yeah. Yes. And on top of that, somebody is also pregnant. I'll give you two messages from this. You had a lot of expectations from this. A lot. A lot. And you knew that this relationship, you thought this relationship would go, you know, for the long haul. One message. They've kept you waiting and waiting. Message number two. And you're tired. You've been expecting and waiting, you know, for something to happen in this, you know, like you keep looking at that pot. When is it going to boil? But you're tired for this relationship to take off as such. And lastly, there's somebody here who's pregnant. They've got somebody pregnant. Let me tell you this now, because you're dealing with somebody who's false. False. They've been wearing a mask. They've been wearing a mask. And they're dealing with more people. You do not know this, Libras. They're fooling you. They're dealing with other people. I have a feeling that they take money from you too, or from all these women, but they are dealing with more than you. Two more so far. So far. Now, you found some message out of concern. Now, this is a message of concern, and this is a message of concern. This is a letter, something official. I think you found out some emails, some documents. I don't know. Or perhaps you went to their mail, or you were something you found out. And it was very upsetting for you, Libras. It showed you how false they are. Somebody has been sick, and I feel this is mentally, disturbed or angry. It could be you. Because finding out the level of their depravity and what all they're doing behind your back would make anybody sick. Now, I'll give you another message. In the Kippa, there's also a card of bed pleasures. I know that they're sleeping with their ex and perhaps with somebody else too. Okay? This is a card of bed pleasures. Now, this is your card in a way, Libras. It's about justice. This is about somebody going to the court and receiving what they're due for. I feel there's somebody going through this legal system, yeah. Okay? And they have to deal and bargain and negotiate with that somebody they are. And if it's you who's going towards it, gift. Expect this to come in. And I feel this gift, okay, is not for you for the money part. This is going to be a gift of love. It's like the sun card. It's like your soulmate coming in. That's going to be your gift. The gift that the universe is going to give you, okay, is, I want to show you. Your true soulmate. It's to be a Leo who's coming towards you. But this person is definitely fooling you. They're dealing with more people than one. I think they're dealing with more than, it's saying two more people. And one of them is their ex. And that's that. I cannot shake this message. And I'm delivering this message to you, I think for the second time now. Go and check my last Libra reading, please. Okay. Let me take some Keepers of the Light Oracle cards for you, Libras. My Libras. Okay, here we go. Let me take these cards. The Holy Spirit, expect miracles. Expect miracles. Faith, humanity, and benevolence. That card, be gentle with yourself. Please be gentle with yourself. Mary Magdalene. Teacher awakens. This, when I see these beautiful lilies, it's also very, very Virgo, and it's a card of purity. Like Mother Mary energy. And we have the Holy Spirit here. And we have her here. Your angels are definitely supporting you. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. I knew it. Some of you are so pure. You're like a virgin mother. You know that? A virginal, I don't mean virginal in that way. I mean a pure energy of love. And you've been hurt by someone. Judgment is here. Okay. You have something important to share. Follow your inner call. Don't let anything stop you. If some of you are thinking of starting off anything new on your own about teaching, go for it. Humanity and benevolence, faith. Stay calm. Trust the good in yourself and others. See the light in the world. That little lamp? Shine that lamp outward. Let people see what a beautiful soul you are. Don't let anybody dim your light. When you deal with negative people that are heavy and they pull you down, the 10 of Wands, you've been carrying that. Let go. Be light, literally. Light, as in on your feet, and light from within. Let that light shine. Lord Ganesh, infinite abundance. Ganpati Bappa Moria. Vignaharta, that is obstacles. He removes obstacles. Okay, and Saturn, the devil card, is obstacles and blockages. Ganpati Bappa is here to remove every single obstacle in your way. Okay, that's what this avatar is about. Vignaharta. Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. Let me tell you, there is divine timing at play in your life. Your angels, your guides are hearing you. Beautiful avatars and spirits are available to you for help. You need to make a decision. You need to set clear intentions. Look at the bigger picture. I know you're feeling vulnerable right now. Be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with yourself, and abundance is coming to you and unconditional love. So, with this, my darling Libras, I'm going to close. I've really enjoyed doing this reading for you. Comment below. Let me know what you're going through. I'm going to come back very soon and do another reading for you. But until then, I'm going to say goodbye. I love you and namaste. Bye.